Hello and welcome to Neil's Spanish Flybox. I hope you're all well. Today we're going to tie an olive emerger. I can't stress how important olives are throughout the year. The last video but one, was for an olive nymph. Now the olive does change over certain river conditions and certain species of olive fly. But I'm going to tie today something that is simple and quick and with very few materials. So we'll get into it and I'll give you the materials as we go along. Right, I'm going to use a yellow thread. Now this yellow thread is darker than lemon and it definitely needs to be darker than lemon. And you'll see why in a moment. So I'll just mount the hook, which is a size 16 round bend hook. And you need to run the thread a third of the way and half the way back again. Right, now we're going to tie in some CDC feathers. Just pair up 2 CDC feathers, and depending upon how long they are and how much fibre there is, will depend upon how much you're going to cut out of the point. Once you've done that, cut out the point and pull the fibres forward. And it's those fibres that we're going to tie in. And pull them back until the stalk is through. Now if you were tying an 18, you'd probably only need 1 CDC feather. Right, having tied that in, we'll trim off the butts and tie them down. The whole point of this fly is that it is quick and simple but effective. And I'm just going to move the hook further round in the vise. Right, now of those points that you've just cut out, you just need to take a few of those fibres and tear them off, and that's going to be the shuck to the fly, and tie those in. Like so. Right, now for the olive dubbing. This is a light and quite fine dubbing. It is a beaver dubbing. Don't forget at the tail end of the fly it will need to be fairly thin and get thicker as you go along the fly. Just move that noodle up, see how we get on, and wind it back up the fly. Like so. Right, I'm just going to move that round a little bit so we can work on the other end of the fly. Now the tying thread, which as you can see I didn't cut off, I'm going to use as the rib, and wind that up to create the rib on the emerger, and tie it off and trim it up. Right, I'm going to pull these feathers back, these fibres, and create a bit of a dam at the front here. Right, for the thorax, we're going to use a little bit of hare's ear dubbing. Dub that on. behind, a couple of wraps in front. Pull the hair back and create a head. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of super glue on the thread as I tie it off. Don't need a lot. Trim up the thread. I'm just going to brush out the thorax a little bit. Move the hook round in the vise. Trim up these fibres at the back that are creating the shuck. The length, however you want them. This is a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim that off. And there you have it. A very simple, quick tying of an olive emerger. It is a very good fly to have in your fly box. Don't underestimate it. And I suspect that during the course of the season, you will indeed use this fly on a regular basis. And that's what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you're not already a subscriber, then please consider being so and hit the bell. And in the next video, I will be giving details of the 500 competition. Some of you will notice that we have gone past the 500 subscribers. So I will give you information on that. And of course, if you're a subscriber, you'll get notification first. Do give it a thumbs up. And if you feel like making a comment, please do. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.